This is actually an interesting video, and I have to tell a story first before the commentary actually starts. I did this video, this commentary, actually about 5 months ago. I did this audio portion around the end of December or so, and then I got sidetracked by a few other projects. I did some other videos, I got a new laptop, which is one of the main reasons why this shit got delayed. One thing leads to another, and I completely forgot about this commentary, along with 3 others that I had done around the time. So this is going to be the first of 4 videos that I'm going to be posting up over the next few weeks that I completed on my old laptop, but I never got a chance to post up on YouTube. And I only started clearing out my external drive of all the shit that I saved off of my old laptop. So that's how I found, and remember, I hadn't posted up this motherfucker. Now, since this video is 5 months old, there are a few things you're going to notice with the video. First of all, the audio portion after this little intro is going to sound completely different. As people have been telling me, my videos from my old laptop to my new laptop have a different quality. So after the intro, you're going to notice that there's going to be a much different quality compared to what I'm talking about right now. Second, this video was done before I started saying fuck you to the YouTube auditors. So, hey YouTube auditor, fuck you. Obviously, I had to get that in because it wasn't part of the original commentary. I didn't start doing that until the start of January when they announced that videos were going to start being audited and shit like that. So obviously, any commentary that was done in December, it didn't have that portion of the video. So, since people always like to hear it, now you have it as part of this video. And the third and final point, this video was made before the announcement that Sledgehammer was getting the new Call of Duty game. So, the concept of the video was under the impression that Infinity Ward and Treyarch were still the only Call of Duty studios being used. But even so, you'll see that the premise of this video still stands up pretty well, so you guys will get to enjoy that. Now that I got all that bullshit out of the way, here is the original commentary that I created all those months ago about the bullshit you would get if you combine 2 assholes. Hypothetical question. If Infinity Ward and Treyarch were to have a baby, what do you think would pop out? A, the greatest game ever made that should be minted as a collector's item. B, some fucking up love child gone wrong that looks like a cross between Flavor Flav and Carrot Top beaten with the ugly stick a few times. Or C, the same shit, different year. You know, that almost just sounds like a dare you wish you could send to Activision just to see what would happen. But in the meantime, we'll just have to fantasize about the potential of 2 idiots being forced together to make the game. Now, I don't think the concept of 2 negatives equaling a positive will work out in this case, but for fuck's sake, let's just say magic happens and these motherfuckers happen to get this shit together and create a game. And let's just say that instead of all their stupid ideas that they enjoy trolling us with each fucking year, why don't they bring only their decent ideas to the game for once? Which, by the way, I don't think either one of these developers know their foot from their ass, let alone which ideas they have that are good and fucking bad. But anyway, let's start with this idea of what would happen if we combine the 2 systems in which we earned our killstreak awards. You have Infinity Ward's point streak system and Treyarch's score change system. Now, I don't want people to get this concept confused with what I did in the Blueprint series. That was something completely different. The Blueprint series was things I would personally add to the game and how I would fix this motherfucker. This video merely takes what these 2 fuck monkeys have already done with their version of the game. Now, the first thing that will be required to make some of this work is removing the bullshit from both of their ideas. Each system has its own flaws that can be fixed. Of course, each system has their own advantages, but a big problem that people have with both sides of the game is that both systems maintain some level of bullshit that people don't like. On top of the bullshit in their systems, you have actual rewards that are beyond fucking irritating, and they should have never been in the game in the first place. Dogs obviously fit that mold from both Treyarch games and Infinity Ward games. As well as that RCXD piece of shit car, the Juggernaut crap, and any of this fucking flying shit that follows you around like the Night Owl or Vulture, all that crap. Oh, fuck that shit, man. All that stupid shit is removed because, like I said, we're only taking the good shit. You also have items that are very similar: airstrikes, predator missiles, Trinity rockets, hellstorms. You have choppers that look similar, Blackbird, orbital VSAT, all that kind of crap. Whatever. You know, there's no need to have a Trinity rocket and a Hellstorm rocket, so we'll just consider that one fucking missile strike and call it a goddamn day. No need for all these different helicopters when they're all pretty much the same shit. So, now that we established some of the common ground, we have to look at the differences between the 2 companies, because God forbid, these motherfuckers actually did this process on their own when they developed their brand of bullshit. Instead of seeing what success the other company has, they will say, fuck it, and add shit that only makes partial sense, because again, God forbid, they actually collaborate on a decent fucking idea. But in any event, there are 4 main differences in how the 2 companies have set up their rewards. The first difference is the categorization. Infinity Ward has their 3 strike packages: Assault, Support, Specialist, that every player has to choose from. Treyarch says, fuck your categories. Here's all your rewards in one list. You choose whatever the fuck you want with no restrictions on no category on this motherfucker at all. Second difference is how you equip your rewards per class. Infinity Ward allows each class to have their own reward system. So in Modern Warfare 3, you have 10 choices to make a soldier, In Ghost, you have up to 60 different classes to equip your kill streaks on. In Treyarch games, you basically choose 3 rewards at any given time, and you cannot change that motherfucker. Doesn't matter how many classes you have, you only get 3 kill streaks at any given time. That shit is like herpes. No matter where you go, that shit will follow you everywhere. Now, the third difference is how we're earning our rewards. Now, since Modern Warfare 3, the rewards would increase based on kills and certain objectives. If you capture a flag, that's a point. If you kill someone, that's a point. If you get assists with hardline on, that will eventually count towards a point. But essentially, getting kills is the most proficient way of earning enough points to earn a reward in Infinity Ward games. Treyarch games went with the score chain that literally counts up points. No more 10 kill streak, 7 kill streak, whatever the fuck you have. No more defined numbers, because now you have random point assignments. Not to mention, pretty much everything you did in the fucking game counts towards your score chain. You know, you call in a UAV, people get kills, that counts. You call in a Blackbird, people get kills, that counts. You get an assist, that counts. You capture a neutral flag, that counts. You capture a contested flag, that counts even more. You collect a dog tag, that counts as well. You fart in someone's face walking by them. That counts. You piss on the enemy's home base to mark it as your territory. That all counts too. Everything fucking counts. I mean, you have to be a total fucking stiff to not earn some kind of point in Black Ops 2. I mean, they probably just give you points just for fucking standing there at this point. You don't even have to do a goddamn thing. Here's 20 points in this motherfucker. But anyway, man, when you earn your final vehicle reward in Infinity Ward games, they say you have to earn them all over again from scratch, starting at 0 points. Treyarch allows your streak to continue over and begin a new cycle, so all that shit at the end actually counts towards your beginning kill streak, in which you can earn a never-ending cycle of rewards, all based on that final kill streak. And that is the fourth and final difference. What happens to your shit when your final kill streak is earned? So, how do you dissect this motherfucker and make this marriage work? So let's start first with the challenge of their systems. Infinity Ward seems to think that rocket launchers and stealth bombers and juggernaut suits are fucking support items. You know, I don't get this fucking bullshit. I don't think anybody else gets this fucking bullshit. How can something be lethal and considered support? You know what I'm talking about? Honestly, I would just get rid of assault and support items and go with Treyarch's way of having 12 or 15 silver rewards instead of classifying all this shit into 2 fucking categories. I mean, what's the fucking difference at this point if you're gonna give the support class a fucking rocket launcher to get some damn kills? It's absurd. However, the specialist package should still be included. You know, some people don't want a fucking guard dog or a chopper. They want to be a super soldier with a shitload of perks. Nothing wrong with that. And you know what? I don't mind specialists if people want to be earning that shit. You know, it's not like they're killing me with an endless supply of kill streaks and choppers and dogs. Matter of fact, they're killing me with their damn guns. So I would keep the specialist class around, in which you earn more perks as you progress. So combine assault and support. Keep the specialist, and now you have 2 ways to earn your shit. So, split the difference. One company has 3, another company only has 1 way. Split the difference, and now you have 2 setups. You have all the vehicles in one category, and you have the specialist in another category. But you have to allow different classes to have different kill streaks. I mean, seriously, Treyarch, why the fuck do you stick people with just one way of getting rewards? I mean, the fuck is wrong with you, man? That's the one main advantage that Infinity Ward has. They give each class their own set of rewards. So, I would do the same thing. Each class you have deserves to choose what you want. Do you want your assaults? Do you want your 357? Do you want 7-10-9? Do you want specialists? Each class has the ability to put whatever the fuck they want on it. If you're going to give people an infinite number of ways of creating soldiers, why would you limit all their soldiers to just one set of kill streaks? It makes no fucking sense. Infinity Ward's idea makes the most amount of sense here, especially just to keep the specialist class around. You know, if we're talking full levels of customization with your character and loadout, this has to be part of it, period. End of debate on that bullshit. Now, the next piece is how you earn these shits, which is the biggest challenge to resolve, by the way. Infinity Ward stresses kills, where Treyarch gives you a point just for fucking writing your name correctly on the test paper. You know, of all the areas, this is the one that needs to be combined. For starters, Infinity Ward system relies heavily on kills. So a game like Kill Confirm can be played where someone gets 10 kills, doesn't collect a single fucking tag, yet he's earned 10 points towards his kill streak. That shouldn't happen. Treyarch, on the other hand, adds value to what you do to the point system, and is a much more accurate way of earning your items. Assigning a point value to each item is much better than 1 kill equals 1 point, 1 flag equals 1 point. Meanwhile, you can ignore dog tags and you're not penalized in every way. However, Treyarch was way too fucking point happy. I'm sorry, but me calling it a UAV doesn't mean that a teammate who gets a kill got it because the UAV was up and running. No. Hell no with that bullshit. You know, that teammate could have killed that person with or without the radar. So why should the person who called the UAV get assist points for that? You know, that's absurd. Someone who's avoiding radar gets killed. That radar certainly didn't help the teammate get the kill. No fucking way about that shit. So allowing someone to benefit from points that really can't be distinguished is bullshit. So that system has got to go. Obviously, if you shoot someone, you get an assist out of that, sure, it counts, but no assist should be handed out just because the fucking radar is up and running. Hell fucking no. In Infinity Ward games, when one of your rewards got your kill for you, it was counted as a full point. In Treyarch games, they were counted as half a kill. Well, what the fuck? Why are you reducing points? You know, a kill is a kill regardless of how you get that shit or how the game honors that kill. And I know people are going to argue, why should a chopper kill count more than a gun kill? And you know what? That's a fair point. But why do equipment kills count just as much as a gun kill? Why does leaving a claymore on the ground, walking away from it, count as a full kill? It's not something you control. I mean, sure, you could drop a claymore on a motherfucker and shoot their ass, but that's a rarity. You don't really troll with that motherfucker. Meanwhile, you can take full control of a Hellstorm or Trinity rocket, drop that shit directly on a motherfucker, and all it counts as was half a fucking point. I mean, hell, if you have enough skill and patience, you could bend that shit like Beckham through a window for a kill or something like that. You mean to tell me that takes less skill than just putting a claymore or bouncing bitches on the fucking floor to get a random kill? Hell no, man. Does missing an entire clip attempting to shoot someone count if you manage to hit a red barrel and it explodes behind that person? No, that kill counts in full, right? But it's not like you did it with skill, you did it by accident. Or if the red barrel explodes a few seconds later and kills someone you weren't even aiming for, someone you didn't even see. Listen, a kill should count as a kill point no matter how you get it in the game, intentionally or unintentionally. There is no measure of how you manage to kill someone. There is no reason controlling a missile from the sky should count any less than a claymore left on a floor that did absolutely nothing other than just sitting there. If you want to distinguish between kills and objectives like tapping flags or collecting dog tags, cool, that's a fair differentiation in the game. But if Treyarch wants to devalue killstreak kills, what's the point of having them? What's the point of using a killstreak if the reward isn't worth the price of admission? So to combine the two different systems that both companies use, the number of points that Treyarch had in Black Ops 2 should be used. A kill in team deathmatch, 100 points. Kill in domination, 50 points. Capture contested flag, 100 points or 150 points. Or any other objective should count more than the kill itself. Assists should also count. But shit like assists from a UAV, hell no. No guarantee your UAV actually helped get a kill up in this motherfucker. And finally, kills from your rewards should be full points. No more of this half point bullshit while claymores are still full points. No fucking way. If you earn your kill streak, that means you earned your fucking kills. Simple as that. Now, what happens when you reach your third and final kill streak? You know, Treyarch allows that final kill streak to count towards the original streak from the beginning, in essence, creating a never-ending chain that could continue. This is partially why Treyarch had to dummy down the kill streak rewards, because someone could call in their dogs and their swarm, and their process could continue all the way to the end, earning them more dogs and another swarm. You know, in theory, if you stop chaining the rewards process, someone could intentionally die and then have their chopper or AC-130 or Loki satellite, whatever the fuck you want to have in that game, continue the carnage once they respawn and begin the process all over again. You know, it's similar to what happened in Call of Duty 4 with people exploiting the 7 kill streak chopper and shit like that. Treyarch's idea of letting kill streaks continue once you reach the final one leads to more exploiting. So, I wouldn't go with that. I would go with Infinity Ward's idea of your final kill streak not counting towards anything. You know, once you earn your chopper, your AC-130, your swarm, whatever the fuck strike you want, there's nothing left to earn. You start over from scratch. You need to earn your items all over again. The game should not allow a continuous chain of kill streaks regardless of the system. If you're good enough to keep your streak going, good for you. Otherwise, you start back at square one and you have to earn your shit all over again. That helps limit and curb the amount of bullshit that people can exploit in this fucking game for kills, and it levels the playing field for everyone to be fair. If you got everything, you can do it all over again, motherfucker. Now, people may argue that your shit should continue to kill towards your opening kill streak, and the easy reply to that is, how many kill streaks do you elect? Think about it. Did you select 3? Or did you select 4? Or 5? Or 6? Or 15? You selected 3 items. When you get your 3 items, you've completed your cycle of kill streaks. It should start over from scratch. You achieved your goal. And while we won't penalize you for reaching your goal, we're also not going to give duplicate rewards that could potentially never end. This is something that was exploited far too much in Black Ops 2, and a very similar system that was exploited in Call of Duty 4 with the chopper and World at War with the damn dogs. To avoid that, you have to make sure that the final kill streak doesn't count towards anything. So, let's recap. Gone is the support crap. All we need is a list of rewards along with the specialist class. We're taking Infinity Ward's ability to let you choose which kill streaks you want per class. We're taking Treyarch's idea of a score chain that puts a value point on each item in the game you do. We're not dumbing down kill streaks to partial points for kills, and we're not letting the final kill streak stack towards the opening ones. So yes, I took the best of both worlds, I balanced this motherfucker out, something these two cockwagons have yet to actually do and think of. I mean, you gotta admit, this is a much more accurate way than Infinity Ward's one-way system and Treyarch's one-way system. Now we combine this shit, and you have something that is completely fair. So, you're welcome, Infinity Ward and Treyarch. I just did your fucking jobs better than you can do. So anyways, that's the result of what happens when you combine two assholes in this fucking game. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit, and I'll see you guys in the next video.